Hello YouTube, I'm Christine. Welcome to my channel, Souls Arising. This is a channel where I bring in psychic messages from my guides and angels, channeled messages for the collective, including spiritual teaching and messages for guidance and healing. I am going to be focusing on doing collective readings based on the signs of the zodiac. This particular video is a video for the 12/12 portal energies for fire signs. So my fire signs are the Aries, Leos, and Sagittariuses. So if you are an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, please stick around for this video. If not, you can find my messages for the other elements, water signs, earth signs, and air signs, also here on my channel for the 12/12 portal. These are collective messages, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. They are for a wide variety of people, so some of it will feel very personal to you and make sense, and some of it will not resonate or not quite jive for your personal situation, and that is okay. I always say, take what helps, take what resonates, and leave the rest. These messages are timeless. So today is Tuesday, December the 12th, 2023. These messages are designed for information on what we can expect, what is coming into us with the 12/12 portal right now. But if you come across this video at a later date, trust that Spirit brings us these messages at the time that we need them. And so it could be that it is just timely at that point when you come across the video. So I am setting my intention for these videos to provide guidance and healing and bring in whatever you need to know as a fire sign as we are heading into this 12/12 portal today. Really looking at and examining what is this energy bringing into us. So I tuned into the energy of my fire signs as I was preparing for this video. And what I was getting was sort of this mix of excitement about the new. So I do feel like a lot of you are really, you're sort of ready to just be done with the old year and you're ready to be in the new energy and are excited about the new beginnings. But I also got that you have been sort of working through gaining deeper self-awareness this year. And I got this sense of one of the things that you have been learning is how to move forward without getting hooked back into the past. So there's definitely like an energy as you're kind of wrapping the year where you might find that in your excitement to move forward, there are actually hooks from the past still kind of getting in there and pulling you back either to re-examine something or to delve a little deeper into something that you thought you were done with. So some of you might be wanting to be done, but finding that you're not quite done yet. And others of you, it might be that what you're working on is learning to unhook the things that normally trigger you and get you, kind of get your goat, get you going. The things from the past that hook you into bad habits or hook you into dysfunctional behavioral patterns with other people. So it could be, for example, that you're trying to break off, an unhealthy, toxic relationship, but this person, every time they reach out to you, they just have a way of disarming you and really convincing you to come back to them, okay? Those are the kinds of hooks that I'm talking about here with this. So some of you are still pulling those hooks out and unhooking and learning how not to get sucked into past energies or the old energies, the old ways of doing things that you really are done with or ready to be done with. And some of you, it's like you're totally excited about the new and the universe is knocking and going, not quite yet. You're not quite ready yet. There's a couple things, nothing major. I feel like you've done the major work, but there may be a few little pieces for review, okay, coming up right now as we're wrapping out the end of the year. And if that is happening, don't take it personal, don't resist it. Just take a look at what it is that the universe is showing you. What is it that needs your attention? You want to take care of it before we wrap the year, because the new year is a lot of fresh, exciting energy coming in, right? So don't let your excitement cause you to rush too fast through the process. So I want to pull a few cards for you guys for the 12/12 portal, and we'll see what comes through. I pre-shuffled these decks, but I will also shuffle them again as I am pulling them now. I am pulling from the Moon Dust Tarot. These cards are absolutely stunning. The gold edges, which are my favorite. I will have them linked in the comment section below in case you're interested in them or any of the other decks that I'll be using today. So let's see what we get for my air signs. Aries, Leo, or I'm sorry, my fire signs. I'm calling you air signs and you're my fire signs. I apologize. My fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right, what do we have for the fire signs? Air signs was the last video I did, so probably still on my brain. Fire signs, please, Spirit. 12-12 portal. Aries, Leo, and Sag. What do we have? Oh, yeah. Just tap into this for a minute. I feel like you guys, I'll show you the cards in a minute, but the vibe I'm getting from this is very much that you guys have been through it this year, and your focus this year, as we have headed into this 12-12 portal, has been letting go. Like, I feel like you have had to be masters of cutting cords and saying no and letting go of things that are toxic and not good for you. And especially like toxic patterns, like thinking patterns and toxic personal habits, I feel like are really big, were a focus for you this year, and that you've done a lot of work to really release yourselves from toxicity. Now, this also could be that you were releasing yourself from toxic relationships or toxic situations in your life. It may not just be toxic personal habits or patterns. It could also be things around you or in your life that you really had to stand up to. I feel like you really had to stand up to it this year, okay? So you have been through the ringer, and that's part of the excitement to move out of 2023 and into the new year, is you're just like over it. All right, you're ready for the new. You want a fresh start, and you're just done with the toxicity. And the cards that I got, this will make more sense. I show them to you. The Devil, okay. And it's funny because with this Devil card, you'll see like he's like holding a torch up there. And I really got Justice vibes from that. And the next card that I got was actually the Justice card. And then the Three of Pentacles with that, okay? And in this case, with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like I'm really drawn to the energy that's pulling down. And it's like, I keep seeing roots with this card. If you'll take a look, you can kind of see what I'm talking about there. I keep seeing roots, and I feel this sense of like a strong desire for justice for yourself this year, like needing to set things right, needing to make things right for yourself this year, that you may have actually been pushed or asked to stand up for yourself this year in some really big ways. So you could be somebody who doesn't always like to fight for your rights or to get into conflict, but I feel like you may have found yourself standing up more and more to things this year, and actually have landed yourself in more than one conflict throughout 2023 as a result of that. But I get that you were meant to do that. You were meant to stand up for what's right here, okay? And part of this is because what you are trying to build for the new year is meant to be free of any betrayals or taintedness from the past, okay? So we don't want what we're building for the new to be tainted by toxicity of the past. And so I feel like you've had to really pull out your sword this year and let go of the past, let go of anything toxic and unhealthy or unserving from the past. And so you would have really been pushed. I feel like this would have been a difficult year for you, as I know that it was for a lot of people, but in different ways. So let's pull a few more cards. I want to dive into this a little bit more, and I also kind of want to push into what is a 12-12 portal today. The energy is coming in today with the 12-12 portal bringing in for you. Whoa. Throwing the cards on the floor. Wow. Okay, that's making sense. Let's get another card just to make sure I'm on the right track with this. So I got Judgment. Okay, Judgment, King of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Fool, and the Knight of Pentacles, in that order. And it's funny because I'm looking at it with the other cards that I already pulled, and what I'm getting from this is I really get a sense of like feeling betrayed or struggling with feelings of betrayal. Okay, either from this year or maybe from the past that really ramped up this year, or maybe were revisited this year in some ways. So it could be like a situation in the past where you were betrayed, and then something happened this year that sort of, maybe in a different situation or with a different person, that sort of brought up those feelings for you to re-examine and to look at, and to unearth and really resolve. And I get like a sense of like this justice that you want. It's like you want justice for yourself, but I also get a sense of like wanting justice against others. So like wanting the wrongdoers to be punished with this, okay? So you may have had a little theme around that this year of like seeing bad things in the world and really wanting to see people who do bad things be punished or receive their punishment or receive what is due to them. And unfortunately with that, I'm getting that will trip you up, okay? And this might be one of the things that's hooking you back sometimes into the past or into negative behaviors, or into negative patterns still, is there's a little desire for like vengeance or revenge, or like, and it may not even be vengeance or revenge, it may just be wanting to see justice served, wanting to see somebody get theirs, wanting to see somebody get what the karma that's due to them, that you feel they deserve, okay? Especially with this Judgment card here. But I'm getting that you have to understand that justice and karma are served by the divine and not by you. And sometimes it's not served in this lifetime, okay? Sometimes we don't get it until the next life. And while I do believe we always get what is due to us, again, sometimes it's not going to be in this incarnation. So there may be a little bit of surrendering going on. Surrender came up a little bit with my air signs too. But I feel like with you guys, it's more emotional, okay? Where for them, it was a little more mental. For you, it's a little bit more emotional. There's a lot of passion around this and a lot of heat around wanting justice and wanting things to be fair and wanting, it's almost like you want to be the one to do it and you're going to have to let that go. All right. I feel like you're going to have to let that go. And what I'm getting, so the Page of Wands, the Fool, and the Knight of Pentacles all feel really like, their energy feels really linked together for me here. And what I get with this is you have to stop focusing on the past. So the 12-12 portal energy that's coming in is kind of trying to help you release this old emotional energy about what wasn't fair and what things should have looked like and maybe didn't. And it's trying to help you move past it, okay? It's trying to help you stay focused on the future, stay focused on the new beginnings that are coming in and blossoming in your life, and working on creating more stability and grounding yourself in the new. That's been a little bit of a theme with all of the signs, is this idea of really needing to be more grounded and be more grounded in the new beginnings, the new things that are entering our lives at the moment. But you cannot do that if you're constantly being pulled or sucked back into past energies or old situationships, okay? So, like I said, you may have still some toxic folks around you, kind of pulling you into things, or just be not quite over it emotionally, and that may be the hook that is being used. You know, for example, if we feel a sense of guilt about something, you know, somebody else sometimes can say something to get, you know, make us feel guilty and get us to do something that they want us to do. It's not that they have some magic wand. It's that they know how to use our own guilt against us, right? So sometimes what we have to do is go in and explore that a little deeper and understand that it's our guilt that's hooking us in the situation and causing us maybe to go against our better judgment time and time again, right? Or maybe we feel bad for somebody, or maybe we have regret about how something turned out, but it might be causing us to rehash old things. And I'm getting this almost like beating a dead horse energy with this. So we need to just be done with it. We need to really be done with it and stop getting sucked back in. So the 12-12 portal is going to bring in some support or some help to allow you to let go. Excuse me. It's going to help you to disconnect these cords so that you can truly move on into the new year fresh and clear. And I know that some of you are really excited, because I was getting that energy with my fire signs of like really being excited, and I just want to be done with it, and I just want to move on, and that's great. That's what we need to do, right? Oh, sorry. Kick the table. We do need to do that, but we need to really be free of it first, right? Because you do not want to carry it into the new year with you. They will sabotage your new beginning if you do that. So this is about like going through with the fine-tooth comb and really making sure that you learned the lesson. That may mean that some of you are getting served it again with the 12-12 portal, unfortunately. I don't feel like it'll be as bad as what it has been, because I feel like you've done the majority of the work already. So you are almost there. You are just clearing out those last little bits and pieces right now. And just, if you feel like you've really gotten it and you're ready, then be aware that there may be tests coming, okay, with this 12-12 portal. Just Spirit's way of making sure, like, hey, are you really ready? Can you really resist this hook this time when we send it, so that we can move you forward, okay? So the best way to do this is to kind of understand what it is that has hooked you in the past, like how you've gotten hooked. Like I said before, you know, is somebody using your guilt against you, or maybe somebody knows how to get under your skin and get you really angry, and then you lose control, and then you do or say things that you would think better of later. Those are the kinds of hooks that we have to really watch right now. So I do feel like you might be getting shown with the 12-12 portal, you might be getting shown where some of these things are that are hooking you or keeping you stuck in the past or in toxicity. I also feel like it's bringing in an energy of forgiveness. So 12-12 is also bringing opportunities for forgiveness so that you can let go of the need for justice, let go of the need to serve it, okay? It doesn't mean that justice shouldn't happen. It means that you don't have to be the one to serve it up, okay? And you don't have to micromanage the universe and make sure that it gets served up. You don't have to tell Spirit who deserves what karma here. You can allow the universe is wise and it knows, right? So allow the universe to dole that out as it sees fit, and trust that it will, even if you're not still sticking around to see the outcome. So some of you with this might actually be lingering in bad situations or with bad people, almost like voyeuristically, not even because you still are a part of it or want to be a part of it or connected to these people or these situations, but just because you want the glory of seeing someone get theirs, okay? That it's not worth it. I'm just going to tell you like that. It's not worth it. Move on. It's okay to just let it go and not know the outcome, okay? Sometimes we have to let go of it to free ourselves so that we can move on, so that we can be happy and be free and have peace within us. And so there's a little surrender with this. I know the air signs also got surrender. So there's definitely some, it's interesting I was calling you guys air signs, so I feel like there's a little similarity in the energy, but it's showing up differently for you than it was for the air signs. Don't let people get your goat. I think that's the biggest thing right now. The biggest thing with this message is don't let people get your goat. You need to be like really in your power, in your own energy, and managing your own emotional energy so that things from the past don't get you whipped up or stirred up anymore. You really are grounding yourself in inner peace, okay? And that inner peace is going to open the door for the new. It allows you to finally, it's like the key turning in the lock. You're finally going to let go and leave this past energy behind. And then I feel like you're done with it, okay? So this is the year you get to really be done with it. And so the universe is testing you. It's making sure that you are really done with it before it moves you on. Let's pull one more card. I'm going to pull an oracle card for the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Again, I will link these cards below. Another really pretty deck. Oops. Oh, and I'm throwing half the deck. All right. I just want to pull one of these to get a little bit more clarity on what we're talking about, but also on like how is the 1212 portal going to help you, right? How is it helping you move through this? So the card that I got is called Deep Replenishment. Okay. And it says, retreat, rest, be held. So the 1212 portal is also coming in. It's like helping you wash this old stuff off of you. It's going to help you really wash the past away, really release the lingering toxicity of all that you've been through this past year, anything that you've been working on letting go this year. It's like this is a cleansing for you coming in with the 1212 portal, so that the past can no longer hook into you. There won't be anything left in you that makes you a magnet for any of that old stuff anymore. You're getting a cleansing, like a really deep reset, a really deep cleansing with this energy of this card. And peace, like I really feel like there's this deep sense of peacefulness with this card, and that's what you need. It's like you just so need to come to a place of peace with what was. So again, I feel like it's helping you release that need for seeing justice done, for karmic revenge or karmic vengeance. It's like allowing you to just be and be free and be open to all the new things that are coming in with this Page of Wands, with the Fool, right? The Fool is the beginning of the tarot. It's like a fresh cycle. It's a fresh start. And you get to move into it completely clear of all this old gunk, right? You don't need that. You don't want to take that with you. So it's time to let it go. So the 1212 portal is cleansing you. It's like a final flush to get that energy off of you and out of you so that you won't pull or attract any more of that into your life as you move forward, right? And then Knight of Pentacles is kind of calling for slow down a little bit, right? I mentioned that kind of wanting to rush this process. So I do feel like the 1212 portal is asking you to slow down a little bit and do a little review. Like it's gonna bring up a little review to just make sure, like before we rush off into the new year out of excitement, let's just make sure that we're done for good this time, so that there's no repeating happening. Because this time when we're done, it's totally done. This time we're not gonna get hooked in again. We're gonna be really, truly free and clear of the past, of the things that hurt us, of the things that weren't fair, okay? And like I said, you guys have done the bulk of the work, right? You know, you've done a lot, and I feel like it's been a tough year for my fire signs with these cards. Like, I feel like you may have really been deeply hurt or betrayed, or had to revisit really old, deep hurts or betrayals this year in order to finally let them go and be done with them once and for all. And now you're ready. You're ready, right? You're building the new. With this Three of Pentacles, you are building the new on a totally fresh foundation, okay? So what 1212 is doing is it's like prepping the soil for you. It's helping clear it out and make sure that it is restored and refreshed and full of nutrients, so that whatever you decide to plant in the new year, in 2024, is going to be fresh and free and clear and nourished to the fullest, and none of that yucky stuff from the past is coming with you. So these are your messages for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I hope you guys move through this portal and are able to come out on the other side feeling really great as you hit in 2024, excited and also completely free and clear of the past. I hope these messages were helpful to you. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button. If you subscribe, that will keep you clued into new videos that I will be making and putting out in the future. Also, if you are interested in a private or personal reading, check out my website linked below, www.souls-arising.com, and you will find more information on how to book a personal reading with me. Take care and have a good day. Happy 12/12 portal. Bye.